Hi, my name is Mariah Rockefeller, and I'm the curator of exhibitions and collections here at the Art Museum of Southeast Texas. Today, I'm here with Elizabeth French, our contract registrar for the collection, and we're going to tell you a little bit about what the collection is, where it came from, and how you can learn more about it. So our collection right now consists of about 500 objects, which is increasing with a new donation, and everything has come to us from one donor, Dr. John Gaston Ferry. Dr. Ferry traveled to Mexico with his parents, who introduced him to the wonders of Mexico as a young child. He became a botanist, PhD, and traveled to Mexico to study the flora there, and began meeting artists, Mexican folk artists there, becoming acquainted with them, and started collecting on his own in 1988. So he has amassed a really fantastic collection of Mexican folk art, mostly contemporary. There are some older pieces, if they're notable artists, creators, or artisans in the collection. The collection ranges from clay pieces to masks, which you can see above us.
The masks are made from like wood or mostly wood, but some are made also with like plant animal materials.
Those are really
bones
cool.
And teeth.
And there's some functional pieces and objects as well.
Straw. Textiles.
Gum.
Chicle is what it's called. Chicle.
And some of the more popular pieces that we actually have one out on view right now in the foyer of the museum. We have several trees of life in the collection, so you'll see those. You might have seen some in our.
Some are this big.
And
some are this big.
They're really big. We've done 2 exhibitions featuring works from the collection since the donation in 2017, when everything came to us.
There were 3.
3 exhibitions.
Mm-hmm. One was just the textiles.
The textiles, yes. The introduction.
The introduction
textiles.
and Paraíso y Presa.
Ah, see. Okay. 3 exhibitions. Excuse me. And all of these gallery guides will be online coming soon, so you'll be able to read the essays. The introduction has a great letter from John Gaston Ferry, Dr. Ferry, about collection, woven wonders, about the textiles in the collection, and the Paraíso y Presa, about the works from the collection that feature kind of prey and paradise.
Like the Garden of Eden. And the snakes, especially the snakes.
Which there is a Tree of Life, Garden of Eden Tree of Life in our foyer as well, too. So
that's a very popular thing for the trees of life.
And we have, like I mentioned, we have a new collection from a new grouping of works coming to us that Eli will be working to unpack and accession and photograph and things like that. So stay tuned for more information on that. We took a trip to Mexico City last summer with our Collectors Club, which was really exciting. We had great curators and writers and artists that traveled around with us. Susana Monteverde and Tere Arc traveled around with us and showed us to several different Mexican folk art institutions and studios and things like that. So I have a couple of books if you are interested in learning more. One is, there's an organization called Arte de Mexico, and they put out publications about Mexico, art in Mexico, especially Mexican folk art. And so they have a website and a catalog if you want to learn more about any of the artists. And we will be featuring one of the artists, a contemporary Mexican folk art artist, next summer in our exhibition by Carlo Magno Pedro Martinez.
The family, actually, even his sister, doesn't she make stuff too?
He has 2 sisters, I think, and they all create.
And they work in the black clay.
In the black clay, de Oaxaca.
Yes.
See, so we'll fill you in on that with more later. But I think, do you have a favorite piece in the collection?
Oh, I have a lot of pieces that I really like. I really like the textiles, and I've enjoyed working with them. And they took a lot of time, so that's one of the reasons why it's been very time-consuming, and assessing and documenting and researching a little bit of the objects and making sure that their information is correct and that their dimensions are correct in the file. And it's very boring kind of documentary work, but Let's see. I don't know. I like the roosters. I think they're pretty cool. I guess my favorite is maybe the cat, the smiling cat.
That's
It's a
great.
ceramic piece right here.
We'll post a picture of it. It's
and
up high.
yeah, you'll have to do that.
Yeah.
And then the VW with the family
That's a good one.
nativity. That's a really cool one. And then there's some trees of life that are super
Miniatures?
super tiny, and
Yeah.
they're just so wee. I
Yeah.
love those too.
Dr. Ferry did have a great collection of miniatures, so we have several of
All
those.
kinds,
which are
and
really
dioramas. There's a
Mhm.
lot of little dioramas that, and some of the toys, they actual are you turn a little crank and the little guys move around and stuff like that. So that's interesting as well. But they're made of paper. They're very fragile,
Mhm.
and some of them are old. So they're made out of. A lot of the things are made out of materials that the people just find and have at hand, and so it's discarded cardboard or wire or coat hangers or car stuff or whatever. So they would put those together and paint them and put them together, and I think those are pretty cool too. And we haven't really shown a lot of that.
Yeah.
So Carla Magna's excellent coming up. We did show quite a few of those pieces, but not all of them.
Right.
And hopefully we can include more pieces.
Well, and we just got
We just
some
got
new
some new
pieces.
ones
We
that
got
are-
some new two-dimensional, three-dimensional pieces wall hanging. That'll be great to
Yeah.
show everyone. And I think the pieces that I really like to explore are the masks, only because they seem a lot more dynamic than people might think. In that some are decorative and some are actually ceremonial, and there's a big difference with the Mexican folk art traditions, and sometimes even how masks are created to look ceremonial so that they can be sold as decorative masks. But there is a
tourist
difference.
trades.
The tourist trade, yeah.
Well, Lynn Castle, the director of the museum, actually she usually does the con gallery, and during, I think it was the introduction show, she put all the masks in that con gallery. So there should be photos of that.
Yeah, we
that
can post
it's
photos,
red. That
right.
it's great.
Red,
We should
yeah.
post some of that, because when you see all the masks hung up together, it's very impressive.
Yeah, and I think that's all we've got for now. Hopefully you'll come back and see when the museum reopens some pieces in the foyer, and then you'll come next summer where we'll feature Carla Magno. This coming summer we will feature a few pieces from the collection that haven't been seen before, but just come back and see us.